Operating a financial institution involves managing complex regulations, products, and systems. Change is a constant operational reality. Regulatory updates are frequent, new products are essential for growth, and system enhancements are necessary for efficiency. The core challenge really lies in effectively assessing the full impact of any given change across the entire organization, and doing that before implementation. Historically, this impact assessment process was often highly manual, decentralized, and resource-intensive. Consider launching a new financial product, determining the precise regulatory obligations triggered across various jurisdictions, identifying affected internal policies, pinpointing necessary updates to downstream systems, understanding data field implications, and evaluating new operational risks that often involved significant effort across multiple teams. Now, this approach, while thorough in intent, it could be slow and it carried inherent risks. Information silos, reliance on static checklists, or incomplete institutional knowledge could lead to oversights. Missing a key regulatory requirement, misjudging a system dependency, or failing to identify a critical data sensitivity issue could result in compliance gaps, operational friction, increased costs, or reputational damage. The complexity really demanded a more systematic, integrated approach. This is the gap a dedicated regulatory impact assessment tool is designed to fill. It moves beyond manual cross-referencing and fragmented analysis towards a structured, automated, and controlled process for managing change. It begins by standardizing the intake. What specific type of change are we assessing here? Is it driven by external regulation, a new product initiative, or an internal system modification? This initial classification ensures the assessment follows the appropriate pathway. Next, it requires precise definition of the change parameters. Launching a commodity swap? The tool uses structured product taxonomies for accurate classification. Targeting only Swiss financial counterparties? The operational scope is clearly defined through specific selections. This rigorous definition removes ambiguity and creates a clear baseline for the impact analysis. The real efficiency gain comes when you assess impact. The tool systematically performs an analysis of the defined change against its comprehensive, embedded knowledge base. It automatically flags relevant regulations, identifies potential operational risks, like scope risk or data mapping issues, and highlights specific data impacted. This automation drastically reduces the manual effort previously required for cross-referencing and initial analysis. Furthermore, the tool facilitates a structured response. It proposes a detailed change strategy outlining recommended actions and controls. And importantly, it maintains transparency by linking proposed activities, like specific testing protocols, directly back to the identified risks they're designed to mitigate. So, you have clear justification for the necessary controls and resource allocation. A key strength, ensuring its continued value, is the configurable taxonomy management engine. The underlying data, change types, products, scopes, regulations, systems, risks, attributes, isn't static. Authorized administrators can update and maintain these taxonomies, modify existing entries, like adjusting the sensitivity classification for a field like TVTIC, or add entirely new elements. This adaptability ensures the tool remains aligned with the evolving regulatory landscape, the institution's product suite, and its operational structure. In essence, this tool provides a framework to manage the inherent complexity of change more effectively. It enhances control, improves the accuracy and consistency of impact assessments, reduces the risk of compliance breaches or operational issues, and ultimately allows institutions to navigate change with greater efficiency and confidence. Now, we've touched upon how crucial a systematic approach to impact assessment is for meeting regulatory obligations, and that's absolutely fundamental. But I want to emphasize that the advantages you gain truly extend far beyond simply ticking the compliance box. The implementation benefits create tangible value across your operations. Consider, for instance, operational efficiency. By automating and streamlining how change impacts are assessed, you're not just making a process faster, you're actively reducing the time it takes to bring new products, services, or necessary system updates to market. Think about the competitive advantage gained when you can launch innovations more quickly, because the essential impact assessment requires less manual coordination and introduces greater clarity earlier in the cycle. This leads directly to enhanced collaboration. One of the persistent challenges in large institutions is the silo effect. Our approach provides genuine cross-functional visibility into dependencies. When teams like IT, risk, compliance, operations, and product development share a common, clear understanding of how a proposed change affects different areas, the systems, the processes, the regulatory stance, communication naturally improves. It breaks down those traditional barriers, fostering a more integrated view of change management and leading to better informed decisions with less friction between departments. And critically, this brings us to resource optimization. Manual, broad-stroke impact assessments often lead to overly cautious, widespread testing, consuming significant time and resources. With an automated, precise identification of specific impacts, your testing protocols become highly targeted. You focus your valuable resources, your skilled personnel, your testing environments, only on the areas genuinely affected by the change. This eliminates vast amounts of unnecessary work, freeing up capacity for innovation and other value-added activities. So when you combine these operational improvements, what does it really deliver? It allows you to navigate the inherent complexity of change with a newfound level of confidence. This confidence stems, firstly, from enhanced control. A systematic assessment provides much deeper visibility into the potential ripple effects of any change. You move away from guesswork or hoping you've caught everything towards a clear understanding that significantly reduces the risk of unexpected, negative consequences disrupting your operations or customer experience. Secondly, you achieve improved accuracy. Let's be frank, manual dependency mapping is vulnerable. It relies on individual knowledge, which can be incomplete, outdated, or simply missed due to human oversight. Automating the identification of these dependencies ensures a consistent, comprehensive, and repeatable assessment. It's not vulnerable to knowledge gaps or someone having a bad day. It's based on the defined logic and data, ensuring a higher degree of accuracy every time. This directly contributes to reduced risk. By proactively identifying potential compliance conflicts or operational impacts before a change is fully implemented, you are minimizing your exposure. This isn't just about avoiding regulatory fines. It's about preventing operational disruptions, safeguarding your reputation, and ensuring positive customer outcomes. You catch potential breaches or service interruptions at the planning stage, not after the fact. And finally, all of this culminates in greater efficiency. Yes, the assessment process itself is streamlined, but the broader effect is that your entire institution becomes more agile. You can navigate necessary changes, whether driven by market opportunities or new regulations, more rapidly and effectively, precisely because you have robust controls and clear insights underpinning your actions. In essence, implementing this kind of systematic, automated impact assessment elevates the entire change management function. It transforms what is often perceived as a fragmented, burdensome, and risk-prone necessity into a coherent strategic advantage. It equips your organization with the tools and the confidence needed to adapt, innovate, and thrive, even within the increasingly complex and demanding financial services environment we operate in today.